Now that the valve train installation is complete, we're going to finish up our 426 Hemi build in our final video installment. Engine builder Ken Troutman of KT Engine Development has already bolted down the chrome Mopar valve covers, and next up are the spark plug tubes, which are also direct from Mopar Performance. The plug tubes keep the spark plugs, wires, and boots from getting fouled by the oil in the top of the valve train. They simply drop into place and then seal up, as you can see here, when the spark plugs are installed. One of the keys to improving the performance and reliability of the classic Hemis is to upgrade the ignition system. Troutman chose MSD's Pro Billet distributor for this Hemi because of its superior build quality and spark timing accuracy. For the induction system, Troutman turned to Edelbrock for both the intake and dual quad setup. The intake is a dual plane setup for lots of grunt down low. Besides the great look, the dual Edelbrock 650 CFM carbs will also be able to provide the tremendous amount of airflow the big 426 Hemi requires. Even with the pump gas friendly 10:1 compression ratio, we're expecting to see a mile-wide torque band and plenty of horsepower. Up front, the water pump is an aluminum Mopar two-piece design. The outer unit is a high-flow design, and you can use either a standard or an electric impeller centerpiece to move the water. Since this engine will be going onto a street machine, we're trying to maintain the classic look, so we're using a belt-driven pump. There are also two designs for belt-driven pumps. The 6-bladed pump, which we're using, is good for iron heads and street strip use. For aluminum heads and high-performance use, go with the 8-blade pump. It's just not a proper Hemi without the spark plug wires disappearing into the valve covers. The rubber boots seal off the spark plug tubes to protect the tops of the plugs from an accumulation of road grime. Interestingly, the 426 Hemi fires just like a Chevy small block, 18436572, but the front mounted distributor spins counterclockwise. And with that, our elephant engine is practically complete. Next comes the best part, testing our work on the engine dyno. Even though the compression was purposely kept low for this street cruiser at 10:1 so that it could run on pump gas, the results are really quite impressive. This motor produced over 500 plus pound-feet of torque from the 3,900 RPM point that we started the dyno run all the way through 5,300 RPM. And the horsepower peaked at 550 at 6,400 RPM. Plus, you've got to admit, this sound is just pure Hemi. For the complete dyno numbers, check out our dyno chart posted along with this build at horsepowermonster.com.